Tom Parker Bowles slams Harry's memoir, Camilla Married for Love, Not the Crown. Greeting and a gracious welcome to the Royal Staff's channel. Tom Parker Bowles, Queen Camilla's son, has come forward to criticize Prince Harry for his recent comments about the Queen. In Harry's latest book, Spare, he refers to Her Majesty as dangerous and a villain who played a long game to secure the crown. Parker Bowles, who was interviewed on the newsagent's podcast, did not hold back in his disapproval of Harry's remarks about his mother. "I don't care what anyone says. This wasn't any sort of endgame. She married the person she loved, and this is what happened," said Parker Bowles. In his book, Harry accuses Camilla of leaking stories about the royal family to the media in order to boost her public image. He also claims that she sacrificed him to improve her reputation and that other palace insiders were briefing the press about his wife, Meghan. The upcoming coronation will mark the first time Harry will see his stepmother since the Queen's funeral. However, due to the anger still felt by members of the royal family following the publication of his book, it is feared that the event could be awkward for all parties involved. Despite Meghan remaining in California with their children, Harry will attend the ceremony alone. In Spare, Harry also writes about his complicated feelings towards gaining a step-parent who he believed had sacrificed him for her own personal gain. He and his brother, William, had reportedly begged their father not to marry Camilla because they feared she would become their wicked stepmother. In yet another blow to Camilla's reputation, Harry describes her as dangerous and a villain who left bodies in the street in her efforts to improve her public image. Despite the success of Spare, which has flown off the shelves, it has also courted controversy since its publication. With this latest criticism from Parker Bowles, it is clear that Harry's memoir has not been well received by some members of the royal family. Amidst the buzz of the royal family, a recent revelation has come to light about the new Queen's reaction to Harry's memoir. An aide disclosed to the Sunday Times that the Queen's response was not dramatic, no stamping of feet or gnashing of teeth, but rather an eye roll. Lady Lansdowne also shared her thoughts with the paper, stating that the memoir has affected the Queen, causing her hurt and bother. Despite this, the Queen's philosophy is to remain composed and not make a fuss about it. According to Lady Lansdowne, the least said, soonest mended. Since the release of Harry's memoir, the Duke of Sussex's popularity has taken a considerable hit. He has now become one of the least popular royals, joining the ranks of his wife Meghan Markle and his uncle Prince Andrew. However, the reason behind William and Harry's ability to marry for love is due to a mistake made by the royal family. It is believed that Charles was forced to marry Diana, causing harm to the three individuals involved. Harry, unfortunately, is too dense to comprehend this. Diana was well loved, and her divorce caused many to hope she would find true love. Even if Camilla never existed, Charles and Diana would have never lasted. Diana carried too much emotional baggage and desired to be the center of attention. In contrast, Camilla has always prioritized Charles, worked relentlessly for the crown, and earned the trust and respect of the Queen. Therefore, she deserves to be the Queen. If Harry cannot accept this, he should not attend the coronation. In an interview, the Queen Consort's son, Tom Parker Bowles, supported the rights of anti-monarchist campaigners to protest at the coronation. On Global's The News Agent's podcast, Tom defended the group's right to protest, highlighting that it is a free country. In a recent interview, Tom Parker Bowles, a food writer and son of Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, spoke out about the upcoming coronation of King Charles and his mother's potential role in the ceremony. While he acknowledged that it was understandable for anyone to feel anxious about such a historically significant event, he praised his mother for her uncomplaining attitude towards it all. "I think anyone would be anxious on an occasion of this sort of importance in terms of the historical," Tom remarked. "And yes, I think I'd be terrified if I had to sort of walk out wearing ancient robes. She's 75, but you know, it's tough to do it. But she's never complained. You just do it. Get on with it." Despite his mother's potential new title as queen, Tom expressed that she would always be his mother first and foremost. He dismissed the idea that this was some sort of endgame for her, explaining that she had simply married the person she loved and this was the natural progression of things. However, Tom was quick to distance himself from any potential title or status that might come with his mother's new role. He made it clear that he and his family had no interest in becoming nobility, saying that it would be appalling if he were to become a duke or similar. "You're not going to find us with great estates and being called the Duke of whatever," Tom declared. "No, that would be appalling. I'd become nothing. There would be a revolution if they start handing them out to people like me. No. Why would I expect one?" Tom also had high praise for his stepfather, King Charles, and the work he has done on important issues like sustainability and food security. Despite past criticisms of the Prince of Wales as being mad and eccentric, Tom feels that his stepfather has been ahead of the curve on many important issues and is using his position for good. "I think they're doing amazingly. I think King Charles is a good, kind, intelligent man who cares deeply about his roles wherever they may be, Prince of Wales, the King," Tom said. "He uses his position, as far as I am concerned, to do good." Being a 13-year-old football fanatic and avid Spurs supporter, Freddie's primary concerns revolved around the latest football news, not about being in the presence of royalty. "I don't think he has a sense of the occasion," Tom commented in a recent interview. "His worries are about the Spurs manager and losing when we're up and that sort of stuff." Tom added that he and his wife purposely kept their children away from any press and public attention. "There's no reason for our children to be in the press at all," he said. "We've purposely kept them well away from anything to do with that." As for Freddie's upcoming page of honor duties, Tom was confident that his son would perform well. "I think there are a lot of rehearsals that are going to happen before, and he's doing it with his cousins, his two best mates, and my first cousin's son, so they will know each other," he shared. However, the spotlight wasn't only on Freddie's appointment. Tom also commented on the much-debated love story of Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles. While many view their relationship as messy and controversial, Tom had a different perspective. Charles and Camilla's love story is one that has been riddled with challenges and obstacles, yet they have managed to persevere and find their way back to each other. Despite the criticisms and judgments thrown their way, Tom believes that they are soulmates who were always meant to be together. It's as if fate has brought them to where they are now. Taking on such a central role in the royal family at a later stage in life is no easy feat, but Camilla has faced it with grace and poise. Despite the constant scrutiny and criticism she has faced throughout her life, her unwavering love for Charles is evident. It's clear that they adore each other and would much rather have a quiet life away from the public eye, but duty calls. Their love story is one that spans decades, and even though life and duty got in the way, their love for each other never faded. It may have been messy at times, but it was a real love story, not a fairy tale. They have endured so much and deserve to be together, and the happiness they bring to each other is undeniable. It's ridiculous how some people try to paint them as villains in this story when they are simply two people who love each other. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Don't forget to leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought of the video. And as always, stay tuned for the next one.